Will the Giants trade Saquon Barkley before the deadline? I personally do not believe so, and I really think if Saquon could be healthy, he'd be one of the best running backs in the league. The other issue is this. I just don't know if the Giants are going to be ready to give up on Barkley yet. Though, for my fantasy teams, for my love of Barkley, I would love for the Giants to trade him because Barkley deserves so much more. Let's go to Z20C08. Watson of Miami for 2 firsts, a second, and a third. Trade Tua and Noah Igbinoghene to the Giants. Make Giants, give Texans a first and a third. All right, so Miami for 2 firsts, a second, and a third. Interesting. So you're getting a 2 firsts, second, and a third. Then you trade Tua and Noah Igbinoghene to the Giants. I actually think that's kind of an interesting idea. And then you make the Giants give the Texans a first and a third. I'm not going to lie, we get a lot of crazy trade ideas. I actually really like this idea. I like 3-way trades. They really never happen, but I'm going to tip my cap because this is creative, and I actually think the value is kind of there. Shout out to Jeff for getting this question up on screen. Name a player you think that's going to get dealt before the November 2nd NFL trade deadline. I'll be looking in the comments when this video goes out, but to all the people watching live right now, like Joey, Tom, Anif, Gamer Dude, Raul Corona, much love to you. Name a player that you can get traded right now.
From Luis Rodriguez, is Daniel Jones a franchise quarterback? Jury is currently out. I lean towards no. Now, maybe with a better offensive coordinator, he looks better. He's been better this year. Kind of regressed against the Rams, but everyone has bad games. He's been a better player this year. He's got all those fumbles, again, outside of the Rams game. I'm not in love with Daniel Jones right now. But I think there's just enough promise the Giants might roll it back for one more year next year, probably with a different OC.
All right, y'all, so Halloween right around the corner, and I actually am a big-time fan of Halloween, and I love candy. Here's the issue. I like chocolate, and I'm not a big fan of Swedish Fish, not a big fan of anything that's like fruity, like Starburst. I'm good on that. The one candy, though, that I will never understand is candy corn. Is it good? 1 for yes, 0 for no. Here's going to be the reason why I type 0 for no. If you eat candy corn in April or May, imagine you're walking down the street and somebody's chewing on some candy corn. I might pick up the phone and I might be like, dude, we got a crazy person walking around. If the only time you can eat a candy is during a holiday, I'm sorry, I just don't think it's good. Candy corn and then that random strawberry flavored candy that was in my grandparents' dishes in my entire life growing up was always candy that I never quite understood. 1 for yes, 0 for no. Is candy corn good?
From the King, who I think is maybe a Seahawks fan. I see the Kraken logo for NHL, I think. What positions are supposed to be good in next year's NFL draft? Not quarterback. Not at all. I think some interior O-line, if you want a run-blocking O-line, I like some of those guys. Igbinoghene at NC State, Darian Kennard, Evan Neal, amongst others. Tyler Linderbaum, so I think a good O-line class. Depth at edge, decent corners. Not as good at receiver, but still a good receiver class. And I appreciate your question there, King. It's still early. We'll see more draft talk here on the channel as we move forward.
Who likes free? I do. Who likes the NFL? I do. Who likes videos? I do. If you said yes to all 3 of those things, then please go ahead and subscribe to Chat Sports right now. And make sure you turn on those notifications so every time we do an NFL mailbag, anytime we do some breaking news or whatever here, you're never going to miss it. Now, if you're already one of our loyal subs, I appreciate you. I really do. Take the link, send it to some friends. But we keep you guys up to date, doing videos all the time, at least 2 videos every single day. We're also interactive, so if you want your questions, your comments on the show, and here's why you should subscribe, because sometimes like, oh, why should I subscribe? Videos every day, live at least 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're interactive, so I see people like Anfi, Rao. Also, shout out to Flash Gamer Perval for the super chat. Much love to you. More subscribers, more videos. Did I mention that's free? I think I did.
From Eric Rivera. Top 5 defensive players of the year this year. Okay, so I think you got to go with a guy like Myles Garrett, Trevon Diggs, certainly inside of that conversation as well. Chandler Jones started the year really, really hot. Since then, he hasn't quite been the same guy, I think, at this point. It's been a little bit quieter from that perspective. I think Danielle Hunter has had a great year flying under the radar. Aaron Donald, always going to be in that conversation. I'll throw another name here. How about the play from Max Crosby? I think Max Crosby has been awesome this year for the Raiders. So I think I gave you guys 5 guys there. If not, well, I'm sorry. That's my mistake. But I think guys like, Chandler Jones early, Myles Garrett, Trevon Diggs, not DeMarcus Lawrence, Max Crosby, and you throw in Aaron Donald because he always is. Good names there for Defensive Player of the Year.
Now, Flash Gamer, if you want to go ahead and bet on Arizona, if you want to bet on Kyler Murray winning the MVP, if you want to bet on Arizona winning the NFC West, if you want to have him winning the NFC, the Super Bowl, you can do that with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. How do you get the hookup? Go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code NFL Daily. It's the best deal on the internet, and when I tell you that, I actually challenge anybody out there to try to find a better deal. You're not going to find one. You can deposit up to $500, get $625 for free. Put down $200, $250 for free. Or put down $100, get $125 for free. Get the deal, chatsports.com/bet. Promo code NFL Daily. Now, if you're wondering what some of my bets are this week, here are my Week 7 bets. I got the Packers -10 up against the football team. Give me the Ravens -6 up against their rival, the Bengals. The Titans +5.5 against the Chiefs. Bears +13 at Tampa. And then the 49ers -4 up against Indy.
First up from my burner account, NFL needs to seriously consider AI for officiating. I understand this. Guys, what AI is smart enough to do this? Like, what AI is going to be able to properly identify, well, that's a holding call, that's not, in instant real time? I honestly don't think that AI exists. If it did, let's ride. But this is not like baseball, where you have a defined zone for a ball and strike where you can ID if it's a strike or a ball. There's way too much movement going on and bad angles the AI can't see. So, yeah, explore it. I just don't know if it exists, plain and simple.